Nonsia abo ade shemamba ha Adom TV nseme koso maimu ebe no aso se de beso mo Adom TV nonsia kase Facebook /Adom TV Extra DSTV Go TV ni nyina no nsem na etwagumo live ho nom hye so nsem na do so ye pa na so de mo akotene ye anwumre betene bi eni Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation won mo sense na kwakoye Founders Day ni no eni so de hu na nkan kroma wo se eye aluminium industry betumi yakona nemu mpontiemu no wonso so enam sa kwan so hwese se ni so de hu no ebetumi ya ben munsem ye de beso mo ewo kase emo na domkuma mo ahwebedwafie won mo ba Dennis so de to mabuna wo man mu animo se social media wo ta atomafo no mu di bib krampo atem no enya de bebo akora hu hia intebe ya mabunu yihwe na wo no mu enjai Shannon so and na kwakoye kwasi adan tinumadi ahodo bia Ghana mampanyi Jonjoman Mahama na watwe mu no ye le basa de asomo se presidential for science semi ebinimo ka ho na anwumre yabobo no ye de som Adom TV no sia kase medin edokatachi ejis kapaye ntwe ye hombre ye ba se den simisi fatie no meshase sem no ase emfa emamo yenyina ye nim se na September bosom ene de toso aduono ba ko no ye Founders Day na ejuo no mampanyefo bi mbo homodin akandefo ahodo bi ye hyebo no nyina no wani monyam ne san ho ne nti no Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation once more de atodwom se bia asese o mugina ne de ye be papa ye the saint na so de hu no ya na aka na mampanyina no dikan wo my Ghana emu Dr. Kwame Nkrumah na sine ne so senko behwe na aluminium industry na tumi akona ne mpontiemu no wo sofa to mo so mo hwese se ne so de hu no nyina no ebebemo.
This is bauxite, which lies in millions of tons beneath the green forested hills of the Gold Coast. From this red earth, man can extract the shining wonder metal of today, aluminium. And that is the aim of the Gold Coast.
The wushe ye yetrimopo etechu ampanimfo pese utimi ede eboama Ghana aluminium industry Ghana mampanyino dika wasaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ede baye no eyi tenis wade hunu yi ebetumi anyini na aboanso ede sikasem nsakrahe aba ne nyina abeboanso ama omanyi enye sika mampanyini Kwame Nkrumah wenya ne baabi kro Nisu wade hunu ene se na alumi adwuma no gidi ye se betimi aboa ama oman Ghana sikasem akonanim Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation ochemu se timopo etechira ene se ebeboa ama alumi adwuma no etimi atere swafo Emmanuel Amakofibua ede sansemi ene tu dwafa ho
the long history of and dream of Ghana led by our first president. And the reason why we gave the Akosombo Dam in the first place was basically to make sure we have a truly integrated aluminium industry. That was really what we would unlock the potential of a country and create jobs. And so your mandate, and that's the reason why GUIDEC has been brought to be, is that dream that has not been fulfilled, that we are established to come and make sure we will integrate that.
And which pen empower the Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation and no range of Chumesi Ankara. Shimu and Asuyano, Eddie Shisha Yebreba, Ebeboamo Macy Kasem Ejana and Iso.
By the grace of God and thanks to the vision of the first president of Ghana, we have a smelter, which is VACO. So GUIDEC's mandate under law is to develop the integrated aluminium industry. GUIDEC is supposed to oversee the development of an integrated aluminium industry, and this includes mining, refining, and smelting of alumina into aluminium fully functional.
Yeah, number 3 betumi abom ho ban na pempenso pese omu nyina adwo no so metumi adwo no mninti no International Justice Mission where to Ghana de hye nyina nem sem mra mpanyefo de gu akwa mu ede ma mofrenkomo my Ghana emu ne hwese betumi de so yembo ho ban na afie no mofrenkomo ede omu ye nkurusujuma my Ghana mu no so ne hwe na yesini nyina kwan.
Senior Coordinator Church Mobilization ewo International Justice Mission Richard Kwesi Ofe wakasa ewo International Justice Mission mfinshi etoso edudwumedi ase ene wo kire hia se obibia etiminya atentrene ewo adwumam efie ene baabia onipa no bekobia obokoko efa mofra wode wo mokọ amanwodo so ekwakoye adwuma mofra wo ma wo mo ye adwuma den ene wo no mu a oje won sika ede kọ baabi foforo Person Fieduni International Justice Mission, na rese mofra wode wo mokọ amanwodo so kwaye adwuma enye ne kwanso a wode bi efa voter lake na emiamia wodo so do betimi age wo mo ede wo mo aba
IJM eba Ghana no yedi mfiedu edwumadie titru ne se yene aban ene emu mpanifo apos for social welfare kambom na won a wowo emofra titru a wowo kuayomu won a wowo frauman frautade ne so ene omo koko mfoma omo ye mmofra nso ye de won ye enyumaden na ema won ntimi mmofra ye ne ntimi engina brane no saa na ye ne aban ebom na yahwe agye saa mmofra no afiri saa ohawnim nti ye ne aban ene aposfo ne mumpanifo ene edi saa adwuma no ye bota ye nyina ne se esesa abofra bia etimi nya ne ho ema ne mmofra ye no esipi na onyi ebeye panipa ne sukuu kɔ emu ensei.
Plantain processing factory here no ewa Asante Achim North mpanyimfo won mo heso won mo ensada won mo ensayempaaye won mo esrese FDA mpanyimfo ebehya sia apne so na won mo adwuma mo ye no wetime ndodo so.
Factory manager yo bimpuku wode to Adom kase amane boni Isaac amako anim sesesei wo mo hata aduane ne wawi a wo hyase ayemu adwuma sesei wode wikura kwa amanone a wanya adwumako bi wo Canada wo ba beto wo mu se FDA agye atuma wo ya lata samana nanso ohia se FDA begye atum na fufu powder wo pese wo ye no otimi aye no na echa ama wo adwumadie no entimi nkoso
ono de nyame ya Adom a ide adwuma ne hye yensa start say dry ne manane ye processing no eye samples de kokko amanone se de abeye nkofo energy ana so mbitimi agibi nyame Adom so ye de koye no nkofo asumu a nyame Adom na FDA for the paper na man say pe e be start adwuma na fe you see so far the Canada na ye wo marketing no ho kesi FDA ne de nema mienu ne koye e di fufu pada ana de alata samana balata samana ne de nyame Adom mo puvu amanya na wo market nti say no ade aye twen kese se fufu no e be ready na yentimi nya alata samana na nko an fenko
eno achi obimpoku ebo aban ya atwamu ene de eti adwamu ya baso se dwumadi a wode ba yi waso wasene agogo 1D1F plantain processing factory sa aban agitumu a adwuma wo beye no ebebo abiebie nwuma ma mabunu no nya bi aye na asanso ede sika abegu adwumayefo botum
tisia de nyankopon adom yenya warehouse yenya plant a yede adwuma isi ade a aka na aban kura sa man sika e process a mo san be man sika o yede hye adwuma no sempanifo tie a yede nema kogu FDA aban dada no amayen machines osida amayen ono na ye ha nyina na bawe no baaye no abawe no baaye no ono nso smile nipa mo ba ha se ebe hwe nema a ewa ha ebusa nema a ehia amayen nso yede to mo anim ana omo de koye nso anche nema a ehia na omo de aba disi aka prove na aban no anase enko empanifo etie anase FDA fo tie ya omonye ne nteman
Nansa ntem no obehya ne so mabna wo my Ghana emu bi obekọ social media no afa phone na se wo twabo ne yonko ebi mo krampo nso so won ma no mo bo won mo enwa no mo eye internet se won mo e bibi ahwe mo so betumi aye bibi nam so ama Adom kuma no ba no deni yo wo mra hyebeja fie Alexander Fenyoma kan wo de foto ma mabno ise social media no mkọ so anema pa wo honom wo hweso na wonsu atem de wonjai
kuma ne ba no deni no kuro ya mra hyebeja wo foto abato mpesi aso Alexander Kwame Fenyoma kan e de atomabunu anim se ema wo mfa wo mra wo no enko social media enkoya no ba ye ewo wo kasa ewo University of Education Winneba Brana Youth Common Forum ekoso anywhere to just say.
And I ask, why is it that political leaders often take the people's mandate for granted? We come into office with so much ambition. We come into office with so much goodwill. Then all we think about is how to bring the opponent down. So, for instance, we recently celebrated the victory of our friends in government. All too soon, December will come, and 1 year will be gone. And the question is, what have they to show? The youth unemployment situation, have they added on to the unemployment, or they've taken more of the youth into employment? These are the real questions.
enwechi auditor dwase kama se galamse eya aginsemu ne senti Ghana fo nyina enye wa afamu de emfamoa na wontimi nko akwambone ani pebe no mefa so to afumagode ewo omayi emo.
Galamsey is getting out of hand. The greed of few who believe they have to destroy our environment to make ends meet is going unchecked. We only perhaps make an effort but unable to nib it in the bud. We must all collectively talk about it, else there will be no country for us. Let us depart from the status quo. We must begin to do things new, accepting limitations and being content with small victories will not be enough.
Afutu adesere akọ di amagana ban no wese apomodia so yahodo ye ne nyina na ewo nkrunkuma mu oman Ghana emu na da amagana ban ne bon homoden senkade a wombehia ma adwuma na kọ nanemu no wonhwe na wonfa endomo mu na sa afutu ensema na adesere nsemi opanyi bia wono ewo de nkyira na ofiri hono mo Dr. Nana Kofi Kwansa na de to ban wani.
Nana Kofi Kwansa homeopathic doctor na wo free dentua o de adesra to aban enim se enkura woduo mu ayaresabea no oma wo no mfidie se be ye betimi aboa ma ayarehye no akonkan otwemu se wo nkura woduo beti se dwukwa kade ya woduo a obetimi ede aye adwuma nkankan ne mfidie no eya na ebi eni ho o de sanse mu etuje wa bra woni Root Medical Center kambo mu a oye free health screening ema wo manfo
ye besre aban se ohwe on to ni mra mehwe ye mpotem ha go say because ye lack facilities bebre e bana pomuden a entino ena ma mehwe ya be de ede sa ade we de ba ha go say entino na de edi ho no ye hwe se empo ye community e wa ha mo say no clinic e wa ha mo say no pro e lack enema bebre ena ma mehwe ya be de sa media ti say de ba ha mo say entino aban no omomode na on to ni no ma mehwe dinchira rural area ha mo say no na omaye emboa because ye clinic e wa ha mo say no ehia emboa pa
enwechi won mu enya sa adwumadi mu chefa ne Adom kase atwetwe nkomo oda dokotafo yi ase se wetimi ababeboa wo mo ene enura wode ama wo mo
akachaki bibia e fine oda cool oh mekada wode free ahodo bebre na wada ba mebotu mejina do ebetinem ebadado bibia massage kama mama akada do mo massage minda bi do da mala ma bi wo ma me ya 44 years minda bi mu do da enne na ma dem papa na ma cho da bi mentreska mama ka chen de nyame nsiran onya na kase ana wo me yimotuna ase ntumo kula na obi kan meka ye exercise yi oye kakra
wona na gine fedo na wona wase no
wo so gidi so if ya me sign oye mo hona miye anyi ho
Ajiriba eno eye kru eben ni wadubiase adanse settlements ni asante mantam ne emu mpanyofo wo mu won mu nyina esra ban na nkronkron nwumakuo sada ma wonhwe wonani embehwe won mu ebi sanse nso mu nom nani nye ente wosuro si ahwa na ha won mu apomodin sem adama mpanyofo ndom mu supa no
dum kase dia pobo epiemu ewo Ajiriba ben new adubiase se uhwe eye meti ha ya tade ye wa hai ene nipa ewo kroim esa enom omo kire se emo bebre ewom na so omo nom kura na de yare na bre omo ahokeka ene de keka ho ewa ha eno ane ebisa se so daban na mpenfo beboa ama nipa ewo krodua mu enya nsupa etimi anom yade ti omofo bi eni nkomo ne emisa won se how ben na nsuei de ebre wom
ensu ne nye ema ya le nko a ebo akra week kura na school fo bi akra na ye nko school ema ya le nko a ebo akra be sa kura na fancy jas kura ho na be keka osan
acho mpenfo no ehia mo afi mo ho se mbeye nsu amaye na school fo so anya bi adware akọ school mbwa wo usakra ra otimi se mbwa ewom nkete bi na ni na sa mbwa no so kra ekoyeye ma ha adwen
nsuo no nso nsama wo usa mwa nkete wo ye no ma tumi haye ye o ha na ohun keka ohun keka wo no je se ukọ hospital ansana o ma de ansana o ma hwe
ye bobo ya mo ne MP edi nkomo amwa ben na wo mo wo ade manipa e wo krodua mu so o menya nsupa etimi anom
earlier your friend said this year to aba ni ye work plan no ye de insuo communities ay be insuo no ye de ye sha ase ye bobo so agiriba ana ye de nkan bo mu din first nti wo be hwa eho na yakwa cut sword a symbolize your friend is saying insuo ye ba betu enkru be ye 21 a ye ba betu insuo amomo no ya sha ase de efrage ba ho pa no oni nkane a na insuo be no mo so sa amane bona na kwa ye kwa how kese dia ma omunti ayese nkuro no bebi ankane ni nsuo no wo mu se yesi mechanizing ni nyina bade ya sesan ye policy na ye ne se senkane ni ho na so mu hia nsuo wo se ekokotu nsuo no ne de pump esi so mo
midin ade Isaac K Nomanyon Adom kase
Insiyon semna emo no mrashibidweni ya ujinemu ema wona ewo Upper Dentra East lawyer Emilia Nkoma odi aso apem from say enchekra no mechanized bo home yensa we see the amadeshia wono mo ewo Dentra chechere se de be yensu a hota kwa ache ewo sampota ni mo no etobetwa
Ashibidweni wa Upper Dentra East lawyer Emilia Nkoma ejumedi a wodi abase ensuo Manfo benya bi ewo denchira ene ne mpotemu no wagina so etu abura amadenchira chechere ene denchira ensensan mu wo hwe kwan se bosome ene wode betu sa abura yi Adom kase amane boni radio din rasco ene ne twetwe nkomo no kire hia sesa adwumadie wode ba ye se be ya wo manfo benya nsuo pa
we na ebe ne de temporary issue enya de a ebetini asolve challenges na ewo krom ha no na ya se ekura ti sei ye betrema na wotwe baako na wotwe mienu yenya ensuo eti we no yade a ye de ba be abeye stop gap what you say be sure baby na say ne ensuo ma me fie na me fa me bucket kra me na tika kra menya ensuo but we is emma solve water problem na wachichwa water problem we join there nananom ya we mesum ya we community water ya we ekwe be fa so e benya lasting solution but we need there say be ya be ma ye man for ye ho be high kakra say be we say nsuo ma ufie kura na wo fa bucket a baby a be kono ubenya nsuo
enwe chi wo wode ntwa chechere na kwa me nipa otosom ye no any assembly member wo chechere east kwabna boaten eda mrashibidweni yase sese bresemu yi oba betu nsuo ama wo mo twemu se nsuo wu ya pa ya na eho asem nso akwakwa yi bibi wo ewo nkuro no emu
mida wona boase ene MC medana se ona bu mini Nkoma de ono ankasa ni dia ankasa ene me a intini se wo so wo boa na kuro ya fa ntoma pa afira
nsusem eyade a ahuhia ya chichire kuro dia mu ya pa nti se ne MP lawyer Emilia Nkoma aye Adom na so odi nsuo brenya me soman a asamre ma yisen we sie so mutwe eye ni disem kase de mayen
na watwe mu so na ya de se Ghana mampanyi John Mahama nyama hodo na nyimadi bebre na no oyeye wo my Ghana emu yamane boni kwamenum waye kradro nyama bia Ghana mampanyi ni wobo no de som se presidential files
Edu sono presidential files. Jumedi course wo mampeni atena ye. Ana say mampeni John Dramani Mahama. The juma odi na atwem nyina no. Ana masa boaboa bia no amede breo. Kai se na otwe bia no ye de sa presidential files ebreo. Medin ede Kwame Anom. Ghana mampeni John Dramani Mahama ekobie 2025 Africa Oil Summit ano e was sanche mode na ase no modwendwen yakwan a bebeman hodro no betime adro profit every oil and gas and ase energy sector in general na no nsem no bia mampeni John Dramani Mahama ebra okasa wo media ne ase to dwa no mo man kotie bi
Africa holds nearly 10% of the world's proven oil reserves and significant natural gas deposits, with a substantial portion of these resources remaining untapped. These resources present an opportunity to transform our continent from a primary exporter of raw commodities into a hub for energy-driven value addition, boosting our petrochemical potential and our industrial growth. And yet, paradoxically, more than 600 million Africans still lack access to electricity. Another 1 billion have no access to clean cooking systems. This is a gap we must urgently close if we are to achieve the African Union Agenda 2063 and the UN SDGs before 2030. This makes Africa's oil and gas reserves strategically pivotal, not just for global energy security, but also to address Africa's energy poverty. A continent with the world's youngest population cannot build its industries or create jobs without reliable and affordable energy. Africa must not be left behind in the energy transition. If international oil companies reduce their presence, we must prevent our resources from becoming stranded assets. This requires African collaboration, financing, and innovation. We already have the tools. The African Petroleum Producers Organization, the African Continental Free Trade Area, and the Emerging African Energy Bank.
Now, so Ghana Mampeni John Dramani Mahama, ABA, the big push infrastructure development projects nano, ewo afienya no. Yahwe nim se dowenya ayikuma dodowa and tema aflawo ekwan ombeye afei 177 kilometer stretch at Mpoku asikuma eko anyarawasi ho denu eko aflawo kwan so ombeye ewo dwumedie na ase no Mampeni John Dramani Mahama I can say se Ghana nyina no ne eba be hu say massive construction works and say redevelopment of various roads across the regions, you know, and Baba Koso. Abraham Mampeni John Dramani Mahama, a big push program now, no. In some say, and all the Tuja.
The big push touches all the 16 regions in this country. Every region is going to benefit from its share of the big push programs. Our first priority was to take roads that connect one regional capital to another. We believe that it should be easy for people to travel from one capital to another capital. So it should be easy for people to travel from Accra to the capital of the Volta region. It should be easy for people to travel from Accra to the capital of the Cape Coast Central region. It should be easy for people to travel from the Upper West capital, Wa, to the Upper East capital, Bolgatanga. So that was our first priority. Then our second priority was to select roads that link district to district. We have 261 districts in Ghana. And so we believe that districts that are adjoining should have good roads linking their district capitals to each other. Then the third priority was to give priority to food producing areas and industrial manufacturing areas. So we selected all the food growing areas, major food growing areas in the country, and we looked at the roads in those areas and we targeted them and added them to the big push. So that has been the criteria with which we have selected the roads. Today's sword cutting is the first, but we're going to cut sword in 5 different areas to mark the start of the whole big push program.
Senabaya, Yabasha, Kebiman Kebimu, Kinano, Bibiman Pennyphobi, Eshawo, and Kraha, our Jumedia, Omo Atunidin 2025 Democracy Dialogue. In Pennyphone Bashimu on Krahanum, Ashanum say, Sajumedia and Asiano, Omajun Junior Quaya, Ombeshe, Kebiman Kebimudin, Senabaya, Mebunu Duana, Benya Gidi, or the various democracies are practicing or the various African countries, you know. Sajumedia and Asiano, Mampinin John Dramani Mahama, and Okobiano. In Sembia or the Tujwa, Abria OBA 2025 Democracy Dialogue, I want Krahano, NTB.
For those who attended my inauguration, if you were not on the Black Star Square and we had locked you in a room, and you could hear the announcement of the acknowledgement of the presidents who were coming up to greet me, you'd have noticed that the loudest applause was for the countries that have overthrown democracy and are under military dictatorship. That should give us a pause for thought. That should make us think. And that should make us ask our questions, ourselves questions. And that's why the topic of today is relevant. What are the things we need to do to sustain democracy? Democracy will not survive by itself if we don't work for it. And like Omar Toure said, whatever system of government you have, autocracy, democracy, theocracy, whatever, if it does not deliver opportunities and prosperity to the people, it will not survive. And so the excitement of going back to democratic governance, by 2024, before we held elections, it was clear that the excitement had had completely disappeared. Because all the Afrobarometer surveys and all the other surveys they did, and in many of these surveys, they added the question, do you prefer democratic government or would you support a coup d'etat? And it was frightening to notice that a lot of our young people said they would prefer to live under a military government.
Your Excellency, it's an honor to present Your Excellency letters by which the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, has accredited me to the Republic of Ghana as the High Commissioner.
Amaya hudro mpenifo bi a mabesi omoman anemu ewo Ghana ha edi omokrata ebetre Ghana mampeni John Dramani Mahama mpenifo eba ye no bi eye High Commissioner of Kenya and afi Ambassador of Denmark, Ambassador of the Republic of Sudan, and afi High Commissioner of Pakistan, and Ambassador of the Republic of Senegal, and Ambassador of the European Union, and afi Ambassador of the Arab Republic of Egypt, and British High Commissioner, and afi Nyocha Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany. Omoni mpenifo omode omo krata abekere mampeni John Dramani Mahama senebeya obeji omatum na omabesi omoman anemu ewo Ghana ha.
And your predecessor has been working very hard to bring that relationship even closer, and I know that you'll be able to continue it. It's culminated in a phone call between President Sisi and I, and we expressed the interest to increase the relationship between Egypt and Ghana, and we discussed Egyptian investments into Ghana by the Egyptian private sector, and so that was a very good discussion. We met again on the sidelines of the African Union, and we had a very good discussion, and that resulted in our sending a delegation from our defense industry to Egypt, because we know Egypt has built a very strong defense industrial base, and we want to collaborate so that we can replicate what Egypt has done here in Ghana. And so the delegation went. The visit was very successful. They came back very inspired, and we already have the Defense Industrial Holding Company, and so we signed an MOU of cooperation, and we're expecting a delegation to come from Egypt to finalize and identify the areas in which we're going to build that cooperation. And so that has gone very well. And we share the same values with Egypt, and so we believe that the platform exists for us to be able to build that relationship even more.
Yes. But as I say, I come home na me na outro presidential affairs. Abrao kai se kwesi ada bia no. Mampeni John Dramani Mahama dwumedi odi na outro mu nyina no ye boabo bia no na asanso de abrao. Me den e de Kwame Anom Macron.
Intino said the Kwame no is din kan yesi so no presidential files kweseda bia no na eba wakwa mutinyu media ndo Ghana mampanyini na wotwe mu obe ne yesa so asisi so de asomu biem ewo ye no nsia kase kwesiada mu megina so na ye twan ho agabofo nkrato ye ban asem ne bia ka kira ye de besomo. Mesamu akwa bebia member Adom TV anyomre no nsia kase so mayento a yensem no weso no de futu e magana this year enkanka wono mo ese bana so hu so bia nyakokram ewo sebe ni mpokwe mu ano mo sere no huro no bi mokrampo eyi wono emu se eno no ya ade bia mbo akora wonjai sad no se de be ye bana sakokram eto bi no fumu a obetumi age sawo nipa kro no enkwa na se futu e founder Emma Mod Local Breast Cancer Foundation Susan Malik na de magana this year.
Brana Mod Local Breast Cancer Foundation free health screening Ediama man for wateshi ena Susan Malik ya wono ena etse Mod Local Breast Cancer Foundation etwe mu se wuni ya wo ho na hu se ya obi ewo wunufu mu a wo de kwaya resabia ntem a no timi hu no eso ano ntem wo de to manim se brano ma wona nyinti a wa ya resabia na de sra wo de to Ghana fo anim ene se wono mu a onya no fo mu kokura mu no ma won tete wo hu mfiri wo ho na emum oni wo mu ndi nkomo no won hye won kran
said ya can be HIV be no obiti say cancer penalty say wa kwaji yare boni wo fi ebusia boni mu before bi na eye wo nti ene ye hu a e wo say etwe yan wo free wo ba yen mu say ayeye survivors no ye ba out ama manfo ehu say yen less humans yen so ye kan nipa ho me gina we so me say no fu ni ho a very difficult say man for better ase but that is the truth nti yen pese ya brabo enye nkranhye man amanfo say yare ni wo homom nanso se na etumi ku malaria no ebetumi ku breast cancer
say dwumadie yi eka foundation no ni swade hu no say obetumi de aboa nkura wodo no wabo no fomu kokram nso ho dewro yeyi ka ho bi metimi ama nkabo mu enne asomdwe aba teshi enne ne mpotemu
we ye regular activity ye na teshi omowo ye wie ye nche na ye the color festival any health screening specifically no breast cancer screening ebo mu say ye the be ye support a ye ma community no na yehwe nkrofo apomudie mu no na ye dey preach peace nso say teshi di enkoyiye ba color festival na say no matter the color no matter where you are coming from no ye pasumdwe
Omahene yo no ewo in traditional area to yemantam ne mo maimu ono so akasa e de afa de obi bia na no atomo bi se galam se ye koso maimu na hu hia se Ghana ban ebetumi afre state of emergency o se na de enya de bebo akora na emom no ye fetitai e ma ban no okun bia wo okun galam se ne hu bia no entumi enwe peyo
se galam se akwakodum pempensuo bi a omayin sase ni nsuo nyina no aseye enti abai mu mpanimfo mranimfo ne kabiowumfo bi e de atoma mpanyine enim se beye a omfa ntudwa se oman na kwanwoyehia mu e wo sa galam se nsensem yi hu abroni be friend state of emergency ne no ena oyempo wo insane traditional area wulaya jemfi kwame otosomienu chemu
state of emergency yereji womayankai wana no no kwakwa yadwuma. The answer is not far-fetched. Mwasi biara yam peso jafona polsifo wa banti ya pra the civilian government ye nyai galabise or bomani na sembisa nyide ye ko jurube bia ahemfo na ban na sofo yare mahensa do de yentum yahwe nti won koponum obi a ore galamse di hu asemen yan kan kire hondo won koku hon won ko ye honara kaka ade na mayinfu no orko ho
enwachi adehyen a wontin traditional area ana akachi a otosumienu enso ni Adom kase atwetwe nkomo a de tu dwa se
kondumi a wodi afibia na damafi butaya Osi Weneniado is about President Mahama 24-hour economy. Lower Town, Axim, and inside traditional area. Yamon Asase, 5.5 acres. There in my east market, 24-hour economy market, one brand na one base waha. Into now we there ministers ni na waba betai kundum nichi. Nti Botae no is about the 24-hour economy market initiative now. President Mahama Pede Oye.
Someone so na achime yiribidi primary school no ewo ayi mensa ne po yemantam ne mu wotire mu ase school yi edin finhia no aduonom yes 53 years ni na panyefo esi ne so tibie wo mu ne nkoye enti mo kyerɛkyerɛfo panyefo wo sere se won mo betumi aboa wo mbranstraban no mu na wo mu na wotumi esi adan ne bi efanka ho
Umasua mapa etimetete enipa ewo ensano adwuma wuduo mu ema adomachede ye wo sa enipa ne mu no etimi dan di Nenso kwa chim ayiribi DA primary school wepoye mantemu a okese pa na adesuafo Asia esanse bebi obetena ICT center ene dan ya adesuafo besua de wo mukra akwakoya asem adom kase ne school panyine retire etwetwe enkomo ene oritu dwase wo
ye wo challenges bebre e wa ayiribi DA primary A han and e bi ye corridor agency wa o hwe han mu a Correct one and KG one and I'm so I know what to say because sports rules. We go the Americans say manholes abaso. Enti challenge kesi a e work back on. Ye here cement I the best screen the young asaya as teachers ya boa yen sika kakra we need staff no. Ya bomu na ye bi o until we hear won say I screen ni bi o. Ye here moa
enwechi gifty ba any adom kase etwetwe nkomo kyerɛkyerɛ senti a wotu sa na moye
ye de adusua wa kade ane baaye efise ye ni swade hunu se ye bebo akwara bia we school going age na watimi akọ school na wanya ehun akade nti ye na ye ba no ye de enwoma ye tro mu mako ahenan na ye de pens a ye de tro bia no so mako ohani eduru ye de pencils enso kan ho baaye pencils also 254 and the can when I can't be bebre ekeka ho ye ni so ade hu ne se akwara bia ebeko school na ni beje na ni beka se na ni beje na ni beka school mu so dia na che so wo school ne ho akade bia ene aduane a obedi enti ene kakra ye nsaso so a ye bia bedom primary A school for yes re adofo se wa wo mo bia bra be so ya sen
Rashebi Jeni ojina mema wona ewo achemodan peswe so Alexander Akwasi yakwa ono so ahebo so be do betumi bia wonda kopem se won mo kwantempon we so no besiesie ediama akromafo
Achim Isem Traditional Council esi ohene ene ba hema fofora wo mo na ebehwe ama mpuntu akoso ewo kroyi ene ne mpotemu tumedi na siem Rashebi Jeni wo achim da abaton pesua so Alexander Akwasi yakwa ebe bia wo hyebo so be do betumi bia se be ya akwan a wo se wo ye ewo achim Isem ne mpotemu no betumi ayama wo mo senti achim da akwan ene abom kwan awodo nyina no ashebo so besiesie
Semro de semuni kotaba na bishomobo bra ye ba beto aba no se nyame ya dum na ya ban esaba ebe me priority fofi antwata ya ban amba enso mate se aban at the 10 kilometers echo every constituency sa 10 kilometers no se ye adwuma many assembly man ye be pusu assembly no na ya ha se anya no esem enya be 2 kilometers because odano ya ye close to do na no eti no se ye di na sa ko da na ye di esem mind for eni ni ye eti no ya shebo se 10 kilometers liba ye be pre na ye di bi aba esem na no so be nkota
Edwechi ohina sisi we ni foforo kora wa chemisam na nakwa misaki ehye bose obetimi aboa ama kronu anya technical school na adesuafo pese esuansa no adwuma no etimi akwakwagye ntete ewo ho
eye maniji nso se ne wode kuru erehye sa esa ne se meye odansifo no eye maniji se ye bebo modern develop kuru yi e de akonanim na ade ehia me no so ye eye school ni titiriwu eye me de se ona boti ha ade a me wo mani so a edi kan am pese wo boa me technical school e wo krom ha am say ye tubi nanso asa akofom ye ni da so me ni da so ne se mebo modern se technical school beba ha na mrante na wo ni adwuma ye me na wo nsua adwuma no wo nyina ye ba boa wom ne de wa akɔhyem na obi anya adwuma ye
From Krato Bans and Biasa Ketcher at the Besomo. Adom TV anwumre no siakase na agusu ya wo hwe ma yento a yensam no weso na go so diocese so me bishop of Mantam na yemu most reverend Peter Kwaku eto ahene wode to asofo wo man mu enemo se adwuma wo moye de huro na wo mobo de fast empane ho no nkoso a na wo hyemo kana wo na dodo na yesanse mabunu a won mu enum dwubone o man mu na agensem te ho hia asofo no so betumi ye ho bibi.
Most Reverend Peter Kwaku etu ahene Bishop of Ogoso Diocese wa hafo Mantam wode ato asofo enim se onkoso a emo no bone hu dawru sebeyi a emabunu betimi atwe won ho afiri wesanse wo komantem ne mu a emabunu no ne dodo ya ehadwene oni adom kase atwetwe nkomo wo Kenya asebra na asore no edan asofo miensa edi ene wode sansemi etudwa
kopon asomafo wonu mo ba na ma begina nyame anamu ne sade be ya omode nkyerɛkyerɛ adonie ani amamupa a yɛde hwɛ asɔre so ɛbɛboa ama agyirifo so anya nkwane ahosan na wɔmatumi aboa ma yɛtumi asom Nyankopɔn yie menom aduro na manya ahoɔden menom aduro na manya mmoa saa nneɛma no nyinaa no ɛmmoa nipa enti wɔn hwɛ mmeranteɛ yi so na wɔn nsua wɔn so na wɔn nya enunum ɛne nneɛma bi a ɛmfata biara na Nyankopɔn de wɔn akɔgyina faako a opese wadi omugina na omuso anya ni die wase tena yi
enu echi asofo yesese waje wo mato mu ba kon Reverend Father Samson Bedu ene gina ne mfefo anamu kasa ye wode to adom kasa enim se omu ni mpefe sei mabuno de wanho ahye no boni mu a ha adwene ne senti se dibre ya wode aba wo mu yi wo pa kwan wodo a wode be ye nkyerɛkyerɛ amabuno no nso enya ho ntiase no watwe wo ho afiri ho
ania meka ade akyerɛ menuanom youth a enne wafa drugs ede ye won adwuma ene se wabra ya ba asofodie yi mu no ye betwe won aben ye ne won ebe nante de edi kan ye mu won abemu ne de awurade asem ebe kyerɛkyerɛ won ye be mu ate awurade asem ase ni nyina ne se omo ba ye nkyɛn a ye nye won hehe yɛde ɔdɔ ɛbɛgye wɔn ɔfɛ so ni yɛtumi aka wɔn aba yɛn nkyɛn ɛnam so yɛtumi akyerɛkyerɛ wɔn yɛnam asɔre dwumadie so sɛ ebi wɔ a yɛyɛ mmabun agodie ɛyɛ ade a ɛho hia bible nkyerɛkyerɛ ɛyɛ ade a ɛho hia ɛne nneɛma a ɛkeka ho nyinaa yɛnam saa so bɛtumi atwe mmabun abɛn yɛn
Sebeye na desuansem betumi aya akono ewo ni Odubiase Senior High School ni nteno won mo mrahwebedwani mensni krachire gina mma won mo aka ho abom wo hwese enchekura no 20-seater water closet ena super wode bedom wo
Say bene disuafo benya adwenmofan ede esuade na checherefo nso wahenhan won mo ntino eni okupi mo ni Odubiase Senior High School a empanyifo enyameso ade a won mo esi ajanabia foforo krade ama won mo a enye no kwa wosan etunsuo ede ama won mo a ebebeboa ama onidada dwuma e wo sukumu ho nso etumi akonkan
M7 ni asa oba sukumu ha no ma na say na what the toto other second cycle institution one to say ye institution akachire ya sha say be kakranka but then ehunya e pa anonti na eba ha places of convenience am say wakwa ko hu baby ankwala no ti na eba ye abekate sod for a 20-seater water closet toilet facility.
We na headmaster de manu Odubiase Senior High School Christopher Apiamensa enso eso enyema yi mu a wode se de PC ko edema mrahwebedwani e wode fefa babeye adeba wono mo nanso osipina enensan emra
yewura DC ene yewura ampi eba ha edi omedi enyame anu twani first in history omo aba betu ajanabia efa enkora dienu na fe o ma sa tutu enso aka ho em se enso ya de a ehia pa enti enso no ehia yipa na janabia nso ya de a ehia yipa bi se janabia no se ya wanhwe yesekim na se school na se janabia ni ma ebema ya de bebre asi ti na dwumadi a DC ene ampi ene assembly for bedi ye no eme anu kren ya de a enya so yipa yewura DC ne ampi de ba na abafo janabia na ede ba na de ye wono kane no eno se de yenya anim na ye kakra bata na nhyeda enye saa na nhyeda enye saa nti cheze good news am I na de make can say saa dwumadi we ya DC ene ampi abedi na first in history
Benyiri no eyekuru ewo Solomons ni Savannah mantam ni mu na Ghana de shebehye ne so be America crane no mentime ho asema ne mo so ewo hono mo nam so ma nipa no bi prepra ye nyabade dodo na so ss na se be ye no betumi asan so esi o modadam no ho mpuntuo ni nteno kana China man no wono mo anam sinya no wo mai Ghana mu wode o manemu akopiem hono mo anema hodo wode akodom wo
Savannah Regional Minister enso ensa eka achedie wonso oda Chinese foi asepa wo womomoa a womode bo anuanom yi e wo sampatemo.
Once again, I want to thank you for this show of love to the people of the Savannah region, and we will never ever forget, and we will also build on this relationship and strengthen it the more so that we can all be the major beneficiaries. I'm short of words to express my gratitude to you at this very material moment. What I can say is that the good Lord should bless the relationship between all of us, and we'll all benefit from the fruits of this relationship.
District Chief Executive Award Swala District Saka Sinkina enso eda Chinese foi asepa wanamuntu awomotu ene NGOs awodo awomo ede bo anuanom yi.
Our people have run away leaving their farms, which obviously have been destroyed by animals, and as they are going back there will be the problem of food, and this donation would go a long way to help them come in their homes, in their various homes. With the help of the police service, we are deploying them to the interior areas to provide security for them. And once there are presence of security or police officials in the various homes, the people will not have problem staying in their various homes.
A refugee camp was Swala, and also say woman at Tuninam, a manuanum a wohono a coffee, it's a sumdi about.
Omanhene yo wogum ho adwumako traditional council e obrempron nyamfo crampo to sudu ba ko ese okomu e de etia e ahene o masotwe ekoso ogum asase so ne senti wo de tuna nanom animo se wonye de betumi bia na won hweso betumi asisi ntokwa metimi ho ase ekoso wontem no.
Omanhene doma gumo adwumako traditional council obrempon nyamfo crampo to so edubako eni esa okon ede afa ahene wonchine wahyewa ewo gumo asase so wi namsoma ode atonananom nyina enim se wonom mfa kwampa so na nchine wahyew bia wonom entem no wonfa ensiesie na de nsemu etudwa wabra wonom ede enkabom hene dema gumo traditional council esi adwa so
se yemude masubi orokoro wo adwumako another gomwasina no akwakohwe na wa mama wanso nsu abagu doma masuna doma no chede doma ya disho nesano wentuma ye Sunday effect biara obegezi ejuma biara obegezi ase onti ehu ene amanda ye no anum ase ayifu benfu we na baka yawo onso ase no so edumako na ye nkokoro nti anamo a botu na ye ni tutu ana ikaiko ye ni mo gumama no sesa na ye nam tu no ye amo na bohama nsisie abomani mu
eho na nkabo mu hene foforo de magumo adwumako traditional council no asanya donten hene de ma gumua enso nkasai mu de to mabunu nyina ni mu se wono mo hwa no wontwe wo ho emfemfiri no bone ho esanse ne wiye no enya de papa
asesi abofraba akakraba ondu ahen biara no weji house onko school even I didn't see so when Kenya oye no abobo ya wankaka na abofraba no wona na mose adza wa bo nunumi na wo numbi obi say inche imreda emirate no no ready be after 12-15 years no no olukon inze kwan be never fado ni betumi eze achechere za ma hon mayimbu we hu dedem enna na ejanum titi we janum wo na wodan ba from manager was ma enom na mbei wanguti wontu mehwe won ono so yatete
nyina so anwumre no nsia kase amede somye no memfa ne nyina no wensika senmu aboafo adwumaifo nyame enhyira mo pi medin ediokatachi eje skapa meso so ihane so temakunkum wa yekrado kuma premiers audit waso